All right, Big Man, today is Wednesday. It's November 8th. Welcome to the Dog Walk, presented by Barstool Sports. Here we are. First free swim in the new studio. I'm going to keep saying that every time there's a new thing. So,
hey, Ed, get over it.
All right.
You're like a pull string doll.
Yeah. Someone, I forgot who told me something.
There's a snake in my boots.
Somebody used that saying to refer to someone, and it made me laugh.
I think it was me. I'm the only one I've ever heard.
I haven't heard that before either. I love it. I'm going to start stealing that.
It's actually very funny. So yeah, welcome, boys. I love the new setup. I think this is a good vibe.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big lights guy, and I love the blue around the rim.
It's a nice touch.
We got some floodlights in front of us. I was saying before, the old lighting in the studios, I don't know what it was. Those fluorescents bring out like your worst flaws and make you look like a meth addict.
Mm-hmm. We haven't seen how these look.
That's true, but I could already tell. I can already tell. It can only go up.
Okay.
Only after. Well, you know what? Certainly we could wear it to make us look better, and that's MUGSY jeans.
Yeah, MUGSY's the absolute best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's it.
They're comfortable too. I mean, what more could you want? Comfort, looks good. See all the above.
Yeah. The jeans, the chinos, the shorts, the joggers.
Chino season.
You
got to have chinos to get through the holidays. Midnight mass, Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving. You got to have some chinos.
I'm sad I can't be wearing my MUGSY shorts anymore. Maybe I'll just be the Chicago guy who wears shorts all the time year round.
I don't hate that. You know, we brought up order your jeans now to get it by Thanksgiving. Get your chinos too.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you got to have chinos.
I just got a maroon pair from MUGSY.
Oh, Red Ed.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear those on
That's
Thanksgiving.
flashy as fuck.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like, you're not a guy who to be wearing maroon pants. You know, everyone's going to say anything as soon as you walk in the room.
That's true. Yeah.
I know. I thought of that before. There was a time where I forget.
He's making a statement.
Yeah. I'm a red pant guy now.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really see each other a ton. Well, we see each other a ton, but like not in like a super social setting where like there's no cameras and shit. I remember there was one time at Barstool River North, and you were like wearing a flannel, and I was like thrown off.
This guy, he was calling me like the fourth Lawrence brother from Disney.
Pretty much, dude. He kind of was, and I just like.
This guy has a problem with flannel.
I had the realization. I was like, I can't be talking shit to anyone about clothes.
Yeah, I got maroon pants.
Except
so you got maroon pants just so you could talk shit?
Yeah, so I could wear my MUGSY and I could feel good.
Okay.
Head to MUGSY.com. Get 10% off now using code Chicago. That's 10% off some of the most premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, and shorts on the internet. MUGSY also offers free shipping and returns, so there's absolutely no risk giving them a try. I mean, that should speak volumes right there.
Yeah.
Of course, you're dropping $100 for jeans, but if you don't like them, take them back.
Jeans are an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You got to get them right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But it's easy to get them right here.
Yes.
That stretch is so nice.
Yeah.
Like we have the basketball court down there. I would play in MUGSY jeans.
Why not?
And be fine.
Stretch makes you feel better about yourself too. Yeah. So you're not like, these are too tight. I went a size up. Nope, they're stretching to perfection.
100%.
Yep. It's like the only pant that you should be having for the holidays. Everyone's weight fluctuates a little bit.
Yeah.
The holidays.
Of course.
We've talked many times about that December 6th to the 30th period. You're putting on 5 pounds easy. And that's if you're still working out probably.
Yeah. Then they got stores in Chicago, Boston, DC, or Austin. I mean, it's just easy to grab something and you'll have them that day if you don't want to get it shipped. All right then, fellas. Danny, apparently you got a DM.
Let me pull it out. All right.
Nice brag. Who's DMing?
Actually, I'm going to cut off your DM 1 second because I want to bring something up before you do.
Yes, I'm streaming.
Sorry, we got White Sox Eddie.
I was
just kidding. That was over the line.
No. That was fair. That was
go on.
And that was I'm not kidding you. I'm not just saying it because you said that. But as soon as I said that, I just had a mental image of White Sox Dave.
Go ahead and tell us a high school football story.
All right, yeah. This one time we were playing Marian Catholic, and here's what happened. While we're on close, I'll bring it up. Mm-hmm. I want you guys' feedback on this. Is it I need new shoes. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've worn this pair of shoes. I've notoriously been a bad shoe guy.
We know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
His laces sit on the side of the shoes. It's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
Take your shoe off and put it up on the desk and show the people where the knot is.
Well, we don't need to do that right now.
It's like hanging off the side. It looks like a fucking boat off the side of the Titanic.
I like to tie
you got
them
lifeboat laces
inside the lip. You know what I mean? So I could slide them in and out.
Yeah, but why?
You got the droopy rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Because
It's
if
like,
you
so
slide it,
mine are right in the middle, in the center where they should be.
and you could slide in and out.
Sliding in.
No, but see, my thing is if you never did the thing where you tie the bunny ears.
I just
Under
If you
the
want it
lip?
to last for a while, you go over the tongue and straight
That's
down.
what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do, but they naturally, for some reason, just flip to the side.
First world problems.
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, I wore
Ed,
these shoes.
you look ridiculous.
Nothing wrong with a little side tie, all right?
They look good right now.
Yeah, they're not bad. I'm not wearing the one like there's like a hole forming in them, and I'll buy new shoes. It's not like a cheap thing.
Yeah.
I don't
You
like
got a
buying,
Brannick device.
I do.
Yeah, you know exactly what size to
I
get.
did buy the
Yeah.
metal shoe thing that you
Yeah.
find at Shoe Carnival.
Yeah, the
I have
ruler's
that.
not cutting it.
Yeah. I have that at my house just in case my feet change sizes.
Yep.
The year 33 for me. I just think it's a very stupid thing to buy shoes in the winter, and I was told that's irrational.
I feel like you have a pair of shoes for every season almost.
But like I said, I really need new shoes. But in the season of winter, you're gonna step into a puddle, like it's gonna snow, and they just get fucked up super easy.
What kind of shoes are you looking to get?
Nothing crazy.
Boots?
No, I have boots for like snowy days.
Okay.
I'll buy new shoes in the winter, but I won't wear them like on my way to work. I'll wait if I'm like going to a bar or something and I don't want to wear like a fancy boot, because then you got to change your whole wardrobe to match the shoe.
Yeah, see, that's not what I'm going for. I don't want like good. I just want comfortable shoes. You know, like
Shoes
shoes
that
you
you
can,
can-
everyday shoes.
Yeah.
That's-
shoes that
as
you
they
can
would say.
just have your laces on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna do that, step one, no white shoes.
But
You're
I
gonna
feel
get
like
that black
that's-
ice, that
I know.
slush,
But like, I don't want. What am I just gonna buy all blacks? Like I'm working in a kitchen.
or gray,
You know what I mean?
or maroon to match your new pants.
Do you want me to send you some links?
Get the non-stick
the
shoes that
Allbirds
they wear
going?
at Applebee's.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
does.
think if the sole purpose you're buying shoes in the winter is just for comfort, I think in that sense you just wait. If it's not a looks thing,
Why don't you get those little painter booties? You can walk in and out of the parking lot with them.
No, that flow right through those.
Okay.
The water,
are you solely a white shoe guy?
pretty much.
Yeah.
I had a friend who got like the same pair of black shoes every year since I knew him for like a decade, and one day he got white shoes and I swear he was unrecognizable.
Dude, yeah, no, that's the thing. I remember I actually bought black shoes one time recently when we were in the old office. Like I think like HQ, Chicago HQ 1, and I switched to black, and I forget who it was. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, oh, new haircut?
Yeah.
You guys seen Shawshank Redemption?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the whole plot of the movie falls apart for me. Is when he was walking back to his cell that last night, and he had buffed the warden's shoes to mirror shine. He's like, how often people look at someone's shoes? And I'm like, all the fucking time, man. All the time. He was like, nobody noticed him walking in like the mirror shiny dress shoes
Oh, I
with
see.
with his jail uniform, whatever you call it. And like that's how he got the shoes out and the suit and everything. Just walked like right through the jail,
You're
and none of the
right.
guards, none of the prisoners, nobody said anything. And I'm like, well, this 3-hour movie has been awesome, except for right now.
Yeah, especially if you're in a prison, that's sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I don't know though. I feel like I don't look at that shit. Like, do you look at?
But if you're in
think
a prison, that's
I
like
think-
something you
If you're
don't
in a
see
prison,
every
yes,
day.
yes.
Yeah, of course.
yes.
Everyone's wearing these leather brown dirty shoes. Every single prisoner's wearing that. And then he's wearing the warden shoes, and he buffs them to. He brags in it's like the line in the dialogue. I buffed him to a mirror shine, and nobody noticed. And it's like, well, that like you've been digging out the side of a jail cell. You're gonna risk it on shoes on the last night. Like that part was crazy to me.
The most unrealistic part in a movie about a guy digging a hole out of prison.
Yeah, over 30 years. Yeah,
What's that? Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't know. Someone told me that I was being irrational about that. Just go back. I'm going to because I need to. Like I said, these ones there's a hole starting to rip in them. But it's hard for me to rationalize it when I know they're just going to get fucked up by dirty snow.
Yeah, it's like, well, you can't get mad come spring if they're dirty. You know?
Yeah, but like it's not if, it's
When?
for sure.
But so the times where it would be at most risk of getting dirty is when like snow is melting,
Mm-hmm.
and in that case you wouldn't want to wear them anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess. But once I'm in a new one, I'm pot committed.
And I'm sorry, you wouldn't
Like-
you wouldn't want to wear them because your shoes are inevitably going to get wet and soaked. So what's the point of wearing comfortable shoes if you know they're just you're going to be uncomfortable anyways? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sure. But you know what I mean? I won't go back. Like if it's a shitty day and I look out there and it's raining, it's like I can't go back. Like
You're
those
not
things.
gonna put on your yellow rain boots.
No. Those things lost all their tread. You know, like the old shoes. Like
you need like a pair of waders. Just keep a pair of waders in the car like that. I mean, that's kind of what you're talking about now.
You can't get the breathable shoes either for winter.
That's
your
usually what I
soaked.
get.
Yeah, no, I don't think you could be doing this, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's like you're getting a fucking windbreaker for winter.
Yes, I missed my window.
There's an
And that's a
answer to
problem.
this question. You just don't want to get on board.
What?
It's those gray Allbirds.
Why? Those are fucking wet resistant?
Yeah, dude, it's wool. Wool naturally wicks away the wet. You can tie those laces on.
That's
the
right.
side.
Might have to
Yes.
bust it. Get a pair.
You can spray it with a lacquer too if you wanted. That's what wool is for.
I was thinking of suede. I had
Suede
shoes.
will get fucked up.
I
Yeah,
had
but
suede
if you want
shoes
a pair of wool Allbirds, let me know. I'll send you the links.
Or just get the breathables and double socket all winter long.
Honestly, I brought up Dave. I pulled a Dave move off the top. That's the guy I need to talk to right now.
You'd be like, oh, get the Air Force Ones from 2009.
Yeah, he's gonna send you links for like a $300 pair of shoes.
Yeah, he's like, yo, these are heat on your feet. That's what
He is the shoe guy. He's Fashion Socks Dave.
Yeah, exactly what he is.
Well, can you keep us updated on your shoe journey? Let the people know what you get.
Nobody gives a fuck, but
I
you
do.
know, it's a disaster right now, and I acknowledge that. And
Well,
it's
the
like,
clock's ticking, brother.
I know.
You're gonna have those shoelaces hanging off to the side, picking up all those black puddles.
It's got little bits of leaves in them right now.
Like the people in Miami don't have this problem.
What do? Flip
I
flops?
mean, granted, it rains a lot there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but they almost have worse problems. They got the sand.
You're not walking on the beach with shoes on. I don't think they're like, oh, what are my beach shoes going to be?
I think sand travels more than you think. One day at the beach, you got sand in your house for the next month.
That's true. But I feel like we just don't know how to deal with the sand.
Yeah, it's like how they don't know how to deal with the snow.
They can't drive in the wet. Yeah.
Mhm.
The snow.
I don't know. All right, you could pull up your DM.
What was the
I'll try not to.
jump in?
All right, this is
upstream,
from
yeah.
This is from Adam. Shout out Adam. So he says, so my wife and I have gone on a few of these group trips with other people in the friend group, like 8 to 10 people. Everyone pitches in for the house rental, food, beer, the usual stuff. Her and I will also rent a car so we can check out the city or local landmarks in the morning before we start drinking. And we'll ask others if they want to chip in to pay for the rental car. Everyone always declined, saying that they're good just taking Ubers wherever. However, the last couple times we ended up getting suckered into giving everyone a ride or dropping people off, quote unquote, since it's on the way. Wanted to hear the guys' take. Is it out of bounds to bust balls and remind them that they wanted to Uber everywhere? Or do we take the lumps and pile 9 deep into the Chevy Equinox? Next page. The Chevy Equinox. Shit, I should have proofread this before.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, that was it. And to be clear, it's not about the money for the rental car, but the principle. Sort of like the White Sox Dave Tom spit bottle dilemma.
Listen, what was this person's name, or what's
Adam.
the effect? Adam. You be passive aggressive as fuck to all your friends about this.
I think you could be aggressive.
Yeah,
Not even
sure.
passive aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you could call people out.
Easily. But some people are way less or way more reluctant to like bust balls, especially if you got like a sensitive guy in the group who will, strike back at you. Well, you didn't pay for the appetizer last night.
Oh.
So that could be a big
I
problem.
can't. Who would be like that in our group?
You didn't pay for the oysters. No, but I like me personally, every single time they're getting in the car, I'm saying, oh, what? Uber fare was a little too high?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it a surge? What's going on?
Yeah.
We would almost have to ask like a nice guy like Lance, like, what would you do in this situation? Because we're all too mean.
Lance would eat it. Harry would eat it.
Harry would too.
Would you eat it, Harry?
Harry would like to do it.
I don't mind driving people sometimes.
Yeah, but it's not about
Principal.
the drive, Harry.
Would you be asking for them to chip in money for the rental by the end of the weekend?
Probably not. Or what goes around comes around. Get me somewhere. Like, give me a beer at dinner or something.
Now, if you truly didn't need it and you didn't think there was a way to not have it, and you never used it, fine. Like I'll respect that you didn't want the car, but man, as soon as you even use that once, it's like, don't be a tightwad. Just and it probably that many people thrown in, like it's not that expensive.
No, it's not. What's like the because that gets only complicated too, like with how many people are allowed to drive the car per the rental company too.
Oh, right.
So then it's like, well, I would give you the keys, but I can't
So now I'm the chauffeur
Yeah.
of this clown car
Right.
that we got 9 deep.
Yeah.
Also, are you ever going to be like, well, it's actually not on the way?
Yeah, you know, it's a little.
But no, Adam, I would call him out almost relentlessly. I'd make it I'm bringing up even after the trip the next weekend.
The problem is it's a little harder to call couples out, I assume. Like if it's just,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Depends. If
The girl calling out another girl. Oh my God. Laguna Beach
you're
drama.
never going on vacation again.
Yeah.
You're not friends anymore, probably,
Yeah.
with some of those girls.
Now, if it's just all guys, fuck
the
you.
bachelor party, fuck off.
Yeah, and like it depends. I also have to know a little bit more about these people's personalities too. Like, are they notorious tightwads, or is it just like one thing that they're not? Like they're walkers,
Right.
You know what
Like,
I mean?
did he pay for the dinner the last trip? Then
Yeah.
it's totally fine. You know what's a pet peeve of mine, though? Like, when you buy the Uber, which is fine. Again, not about the money, about the principle. Someone goes, I'll get your first beer at the bar. But then you inevitably get the next beer. So they didn't buy you anything because you're switching off rounds anyways.
You should have to say get 2.
You know? Yeah, it's like, no, you give me 2 beers. And then from there, we go every other.
Yeah, that's all. That's a sticky situation.
And it's fine, but don't think you're doing me a favor.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. You're very right. What do you think about? Well, I mean, I hate to keep fucking throwing our guy under the bus, but this is kind of a him move.
No, 1,000%.
You know,
yeah.
because he's like,
I didn't say it.
he's like a walking man. You know what I mean? Like he'll like, why not? But like he would definitely take a ride if he.
You know what he did at the Columbia trip that I was like, you're good for the weekend in my book. When we were like waiting forever at that table and he just came over with buckets.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
I
right.
was like, you might as well be wearing a cape.
You're right. That was a good guy Dave
Yep.
move for sure.
So yeah, to balance it out a little.
Yeah, little compliments here from Dave.
Yeah, it's weird when he's not in the room.
Yeah. He wouldn't take it anyways.
No.
He would not accept it. What about
He doesn't
people-
accept anything. He doesn't accept criticisms. He doesn't accept compliments either. You just have to exist around him.
What about people who demand that their money be paid back in a certain way?
What, like, give me cash, you talking about bills?
Or even just like, say, like I had a friend, he like owed like $20 for the room or something, or $20 for gas. And they went to a casino trip and they're like, hey, all right, like, hey, here's your 20. It's like, nah, man, just buy me a beer. Just buy me beers throughout the night. And so he said he would be like on a slot or on like a table and he'd be like, yo, where you at, man? I'm trying to get a beer. And like,
you can't do
like,
that.
He's just like, dude, I just take the fucking 20. I don't want you to
Right.
shag me down.
Well, that's like, I said I would get you a beer. I didn't say it'd be your waiter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
money then. It's service.
Right.
He's
So then
doing a service
you
fee.
should be getting tipped.
A big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not even that. He just wanted to like, yeah.
That's a power move. Like an actual, like I want to feel like I'm in command.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think the guy was asking for him to get up and serve him a beer, but I think it was more so like, "Yo, where you at? What slot are you at? I want to meet you there, and can I cash in my beer?" But still, that requires like the
Still.
waitress walking by
Yeah.
at the right time, and then if you've been to casinos, you know that there's not any rhyme or reason.
None.
They come by when they want.
Yeah.
You know, if they're busy, they won't come to that section. If they got a whale somewhere else, they'll wait on him
Yep.
faster. It was a crazy move.
1B, say we're in a similar situation like this. What do you think about someone sending the Venmo request?
If it was if he owed him 20 and he was like, let me.
Yeah, instead of him being like, oh, yeah, you owe me $20, but then also saying a Venmo request as a reminder. Like I've never sent a request in my life unless it was like something somewhat like business related. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it was like very official, but never like with my buddies.
Why is it so fucking weird to ask for your money back? I
Because
don't
you
know
don't
why.
want to seem like a tightwad.
You need
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I'll
You need
eat
it,
$100
yeah.
before asking. I think.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And I will also say, I don't want to ever be reminded that I owe somebody. Like I played pickleball a couple times with Jake Marsh and a few guys, and you have to rent the court. And I think Jake did it, and it was literally $15 each time. I Venmo'd Jake before I left the pickleball.
yeah.
You know, like
I'm doing it in the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's one of those things where it's like I like.
But see, so to walk my take back a little, a situation like that, it would be fine because typically you might not find out what the price is till after, and you guys have already separated.
Yep.
So that's fine. But yeah, you're right. No one's asking for their money back anymore.
No. It's so weird to do it.
If you're a scumbag,
Well, here's
this
the
is a
thing,
good
though.
time to be alive.
Like I had a friend, because I struggle with that, and I have a friend who has no problem with it. No problem.
No problem. Be like, give me that $14.
And like, I never like when I forget and I owe him money, I'll never think anything twice. Like, oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I got you. So like, it's an irrational feeling. You should not feel bad asking for your money back.
But I do.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's like night and day depending on how quickly you ask for the money back. If you're sending that Venmo request as soon as you get up from the dinner table, crazy.
And you never want to be that guy too.
See, I don't even know if that is crazy though.
But like, you know how much better it is if you're like the day after? Because sending it right away, that's what makes you look like a cheapskate. But if you're like, oh, I'll send it like the morning after.
I think it's like a gray area. It depends on how many people are at the dinner. Let's say it's like a 10-person dinner. It's like, I'll put it on my card. You guys just Venmo me. I do feel like they should, like, you can send the request for with theirs in that moment. I think that would be okay. If it was, but if it was like you and 2 other people, then I think that's like you're being. It depends on what the spend was.
You're right. We should take a poll on this because you did raise some good points there.
Yeah, and I actually do. You never want to be a story that is remembered.
Oh, yeah, never.
Like there's a friend who. They were in the drive-thru, and this was like years ago. Like we're talking like college age, maybe even high school.
People don't forget.
And exactly, and it was like he got like the box from Taco Bell, and it was like whatever $5.38, and he's like, all right, like whatever. He's like, oh no, I want my 42 cents, and he like reached back and he dropped the change to him. Or whatever. But he asked for it, not even like
That is shameless.
Yeah,
I don't even want the change.
Yeah.
Even if you were to give it to me, I'd decline.
I think we talked about this recently, but I got like a used to be like a flower vase. I turned into like a change jar. I think I've had it in the same spot the entire time I've lived in this apartment. So like a year and a half. I think I've got 74 cents in there. Like it's just like I just never have change anymore.
Yeah. The worst is like say something's $4.02. You're getting 98 cents back. You're like, oh, might as well have just been a straight 5.
Oh, dude,
it's the worst.
And it's But then
that's why they invented take a penny, leave a penny. No one wants to be in that situation.
Yeah. No, you're right. And as a cash guy, like these are my problems. Heavy.
Yeah.
Like heavy.
Are you as big of a cash guy now as you were maybe 10 years ago? Or are you becoming more and more electronic?
No. I'd say about the same.
Okay, so that's actually impressive because I feel like it's chipping away. Like you can't, like you want a hot dog at Wrigley? Too bad.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. It's definitely less for reasons like that.
What do you do
reasons
now
out of your control?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do now that only accepts cash? Like for instance, my haircuts are cash only.
Yeah, my haircuts are cash only as well. There are certain eateries that are only cash only.
A few bars. Yeah.
What else?
My cleaning lady. Yolanda.
Yeah.
Shout out Yolanda. She's cash only.
I think I could get mine at quick pay. But I usually do cash.
I don't know if I said this last week on a show or just in conversation, but if you're cash only, gotta have the ATM in building.
Dude.
Crazy.
Hold on, I want to get into that. Okay. Yeah.
I my barber doesn't. So I'm paying the fee at the gas station every time at the ATM.
Well, there's a bakery nearby that you are very familiar with.
Yeah.
That is cash only. And the guy in front of me on Sunday, he didn't look like he was from here. He looked like he was international. And he had a why are you laughing?
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
I knew when that came out it was wrong.
The people has managed to successfully word associate himself with the word international.
Yeah.
He was international.
Yeah.
And they got same. I mean, he went up there, cookies, and they're like, "Nah, cash only." You got an ATM? They're like, "Yeah, it's on this corner. Like, you gotta walk down the street."
Ooh.
Like
you just lost a customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They obviously don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because they do a great job and they're always crowded and their shit's always sold out. But like, I don't know. I sat there. I was like, man, do I step in and buy this guy's? It's a tough situation.
I mean, he wasn't international.
He
could have done him a solid. Yeah. Welcome him. Buy him some cookies. How many cookies was he buying?
He was buying like a 10.
International too, so he might be having to figure out the currency exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had an ATM guy on before?
No. Like a Brinks truck driver?
I was wondering like how much really does it cost? How much of a hassle would it be for a place like that to just buckle down and get an ATM finally?
I feel like if you don't have an ATM, you're missing out because you get to charge the fees, I'm pretty sure. So it's like the
Yeah.
yeah. So like you're
you get a slice.
yeah.
I'm
So
pretty
why
sure,
send them down the street? You lose a customer, put an ATM right in there, you make that money back.
I don't know, maybe because more susceptible to break-ins. People are stealing those fuckers.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
they're hooking that thing up to the back of a SUV. What I
Really?
do?
Oh yeah.
It's happened plenty of times.
Yeah, this bar in my neighborhood. They had footage. They just broke the window. The only thing that they
How do you even? Aren't those bills? Like, can't they track those bills?
Yeah, half the time they probably don't even actually end up breaking into the ATM. You know what I mean? They just like steal the machine.
Nah, I mean, they're probably getting those bills if they're taking the machine,
I would find
Right?
it's got to be so hard.
Yeah.
dude. But if you have that,
And like
thing
you know,
could-
it's like
Can you
it's
imagine?
like a bunch of 18-year-olds who
Yeah.
didn't think it out fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Can you
if you-
imagine
Like
if
now,
you like
dog
spent
catching its
all
tail.
like the time to think about it, plot it, steal it, bring it home, and it was just like light that day? Like I don't know how often you restock
Yeah,
it. It's
that
like
would suck.
it was like $480.
Well, so when Eddie had the bank robber on, he only got what, $2,000, $3,000?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tough day.
I mean,
Tough day on for a burglar.
yeah, it was bad. I don't know if I put that thing on its side, I could get a couple ice picks.
Bro.
I could jaws of life that fucker.
You got the jaws of life. That's probably going to cost you more than what's in the ATM.
And they got to be, the ATM makers have to be thinking about that. They're making it more indestructible than the average machine.
You need like dynamite or something. I feel
Start
like.
giving it elbow drops and shit.
Dropping M80s in there.
Yeah, I think this one will do it. Real quick, I want to talk about Haas. You guys know
Ooh,
Haas. I want to
yes.
give you
Oh,
a
yeah.
piece of clothing here, Danny.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Chief, you know what? New studio. Give us a spray of Haas cologne.
What? They have cologne too?
Yes, they got cologne. They
Dan.
got it all.
Okay. It's just going to be like Banaka right in my mouth.
How's
Ooh.
that smell?
Oh, wow. Very good.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That smells amazing.
That's a nice smell.
You want a spritz?
Yeah, give me a spritz. Yeah, now I got your saliva just in the fucking middle of a Haas cologne.
Nothing like Haas
That's-
and Chief spit.
That's not what they're trying. Here you go, dude.
Oh, that does smell good though.
Wow.
Oh, that smells nice.
Yeah.
This studio will smell like farts at some point. But
Not
not
no.
today.
Let's just leave this right here.
True.
Yeah.
We should just leave the Haas there. Shout out to Haas. Listen, we talked about them last week on the mid show. If you're just a dog walk listener, new advertiser, Chicago company. Shout out to the boys, Matt and Jack.
Yep.
Good
Good dudes. They're at Wishfest.
Yep.
I had fun with
They
them.
were there.
Yep.
They were there. We had some Millers.
Mm-hmm.
Haas is an athleisure / streetwear brand that has something for everyone. As you can see, they got cologne, they got T-shirts. You've definitely seen me wearing the hats. It's great.
I mean, this is going to be the number one product for the basketball court out there too.
Yeah.
Like we're all wearing Haas. I feel like everybody's wearing those hats too. People love the hats.
They're
here.
great hats.
Yeah.
They're
and,
great hats.
and for the golf simulator, they have their own golf collection as well.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, they sent me a quarter zip. It is fucking awesome.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It's great stuff, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Get in on the action. Be the Haas. It's just as simple as that. You just got to start being the Haas,
Yeah.
being the man.
Haas was the man.
Yeah, exactly. Go to bethehoss.com. Check out their athletic line and leisure wear. Use code BARSTOOL for 20% off the whole store. And be the Haas today.
Do you think I could be a Haas?
That's simple.
Like a nickname Haas? Am I big enough to be a Haas?
Well, I don't think that's the case. I think everyone could be a Haas.
I
Well, I
could
know.
be a
Well,
Haas.
now they make it that
Yeah.
way, but like I feel like when you're watching football, like that dude's a Haas.
I think Haas doesn't even depend on size necessarily.
Just an attitude.
No, it does. And I
Yeah.
think that's what Haas is trying to tell you.
Yeah,
That's what
you
their
can
brand
be
is.
a Haas.
Yeah, exactly.
reinventing
Everyone's a
the word
Haas. Like,
Haas.
it's kind of like I'd love to have Matt and Jack explain to me like the
Where they
proper.
got the
To
name.
me, it's like, you're a dog. Like,
Yeah,
you're, like, you know what I mean?
It's
But
like
I'm
how,
thinking like Marion Hossa, like he was a Haas.
Yeah.
It's like how they describe Grit Week. Like, what is Grit to you?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
Haas to
yeah,
you?
yeah. What is Haas to
we
you?
should do that.
I think it's like, that guy's a dog. He needs
Yeah.
to play.
What is a Haas?
Mm-hmm.
Should we play Haas not a Haas?
Yeah, we should.
Haas no Haas?
Duck,
That's
duck,
a good
goose,
thing.
Haas,
Yeah.
Haas.
Yeah.
No.
Cody Parkey, not a fucking Haas.
Not a
Haas.
Haas. Not a Haas.
He doesn't get any Haas gear, dude. That's for sure.
I had a shower thought.
What's that?
Do deaf people automatically get front row so they can see the interpreters?
No.
Otherwise, how would they see them?
Jumbotron.
If they're in, but are they always on there? No way. At a concert, one time you've seen a interpreter,
Oh.
Oh, dude, they probably get their section, right? It's like the cry room.
so they automatically get front row.
Why are you going to a concert?
But then you could say, why is there a translator there?
No. Oh.
I think
Oh,
deaf
what?
is like a spectrum, right? Like some people could hear better than others.
Yeah, but
You know what
like,
I'm talking about? The people who go
Totally.
viral on the side doing sign language.
Yeah,
Well,
like
let's see it.
remember
I don't
the
I was hoping he was gonna.
I was doing half the
equipment.
YMCA
Yeah.
there.
But remember that he had the guy who was at Nelson Mandela's funeral, and like Obama was speaking, and they had the guy next to him who's doing the sign language. Found out like he doesn't know sign language at all. He was like a fake sign language guy. They found out. So like he was between this far to the president of the United States. Could have been like, a murderer, and it was just like, no, he's a fake sign language.
He just
guy.
wanted to get on stage.
Which I get it for speeches, like concerts though.
Oh yeah, you ever see him do like an Eminem concert? She's just going crazy, doing the Macarena up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
this guy was totally fake.
Listen, you may not be able to hear, but you can feel the energy.
But
Right.
then do you want like the person in front of you like doing the Eminem, or like we were at Natasha Bedingfield? Does that
Imagine if you're deaf and you have a taller guy in front of you. You're not seeing.
You're just in like a dark room with flashing lights around.
No, yeah, I think you get like the section where the hearing impaired.
I think that if I'm hearing impaired, I'm not wasting my money on concert tickets. Like I would never do that.
Well, say they say like, I don't know, a commencement speech, anything.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I think if it's not up on the jumbotron, then I think they should get preferred seating.
What if you
Right.
lost your hearing tomorrow, and you had an opportunity to go to an Eminem's concert? I think you'd still go.
I would, because
Right?
I would know what it would. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like you'd be able to do you.
What if you
ever
lost your
love
hearing
someone
at
so
an
much
Eminem's
you
concert?
give an arm for?
it's not so much like would you. The question isn't like would you still go. It's just like what is the point of having a translator if the deaf people can't see him anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they got to
It's
be.
a fucking racket.
They got to have a good seat.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's the front row. It could be the 200 section.
But like how many
But you got to get binoculars if you want to see all that finger movement. Like it's not just
that's
arms.
a good point. Yeah.
And some could be you could be
He's
did he-
thinking. That's his thinking face.
They go, did they throw up a right finger or a left? Did she
I'm
go?
saying that the translator, the sign language people, don't necessarily have to be on the stage.
How else would you see him?
If we're in the
But
200s and we're on the concourse and they're just right, I was going to do it, and we're right next to you, they could just be flashing the signs.
I agree, but they are on stage.
They're always on stage, and I feel like you definitely see it for like the Super Bowl national anthem and stuff too.
Yeah, everywhere. They're just
Yeah.
sneakily in the corner. It would make more sense if there was like a cry room and it just had
All the
a translator in
Cry
front
room was a great spot for mass.
of. Oh yeah.
For what?
Mass church.
Oh yeah.
Like you just fart around back there.
I would just
I feel like
sometimes
those-
purposely cry so I could go in
Yeah.
there.
My mom used to let my brother just run wild, and I think it was so she'd be like, "Oh, he's being bad. We gotta like take him into the cry room."
Yeah. Oh, there's his fourth bathroom break
Yep.
in this half
Oh,
hour.
are you thirsty? Let's go get another drink of the water fountain.
No, yeah, I think that's the best seat in the house.
Yeah.
Cry room.
Like cry room.
You don't want the front seat.
Well, you don't want the front pew, dude.
No.
You don't want to get called out during the homily.
Sneaky though. You get the front pew. You know what that means. You don't got to kneel.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
You don't got to kneel in the front pew.
And sometimes, at least my church growing up, they would have like the middle section where there would be more space in between two sets of pews.
No, that's the seat.
That's
the
But-
spot.
No, but they'll still have. You got to go like across the room to kneel. Like
yeah.
you got to go like across a couple pews. Like if this was the middle, like there would be kneelers on the wall.
Oh, that's
Oh.
great. Really? I don't
Yeah.
think we had that.
Really?
No,
I think
and,
so.
and in that section, you'd be that's a prime Eucharistic minister spot. They're posting up in that space section.
Would you guys ever leave after the host?
The old dine and ditch.
Yeah, dude.
We did it every Christmas. My
Dude.
dad said, "Grab your coats. We're,
We're
going right
going."
after
Yeah.
this."
Yeah, that's what.
No,
yeah.
we would do. Oh, I got practice. It was. I felt like church was always bumping up against something I wanted to do. So I'd be like, hey, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
We're gonna leave at halftime today.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
it's not
basically it's like
halftime.
90%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're leaving
it's
with
right at
2
the
minutes
end.
left.
Yeah. I wonder how many people would stay for the full hour if they did the Eucharist in the beginning.
Why do you say that?
Well, because that's why you leave early in the first place. You have the mindset of like, I basically came to get my host, drink the wine.
Yeah, but I feel like then there would
been
be
cleansed. I'm
yeah,
out.
But then I feel like there would be another benchmark that you would want to stay for. Like they just moved the Our Father to that.
I almost
spot.
feel like
Dude, the Nicene Creed slaps.
yeah.
You're only hearing Nicene Creed in
Yeah,
church.
I don't like how they sing it, how they sing all the prayers. Now that bothers me, and they change the words. But I feel like if you put it in the beginning, nobody would be able to figure out when it was almost over, and there would be no lines of like, because that's like with the host, like you're kind of sneaking out because there's a lot of commotion. People are in line, they're going back to their seat. You just duck out. If it was like, if you got it in the beginning, then you'd sit there until class dismissed.
And they do need.
You want to keep more people in church? This is how you do it. Move the host up.
They do need to space things out a little more. I feel like there's so much chaos in one because right before the host, you do the peace be with you. That's another landmark church. And then you always have the psych out, peace be with you. Like there's a line they say every time that sounds like, and give peace. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, wait. And then you got the one idiot putting his hand out, like, not yet.
Yeah, that's tough. It's always tough.
Eddie still just holds up the 2-finger peace sign when we do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. It's great. Well, if you're someone super far, you know, you just,
give him the peace sign. If it's like your brother, then you do one of those.
Yeah.
Wow. Sneak the middle finger in there.
God can see that, you know.
Yeah, God, I am 100%. As He made me. Yeah.
I always love going to the bathroom. Not even necessarily take a shit, but just
you shit at church.
No, like just to get a break.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
they ever pump the sound in the bathroom? Like it's with the United Center. Because they did that at St. Patrick's Messenger Church.
Really?
Like you can't escape it. You're getting the word of the Lord no matter where you go.
Eddie just in the stall saying, and also with you.
Yeah, but that's fine. I just needed to
just dabbing up underneath the stall.
Yeah, I just need to get my ADD in check and just,
rank like your mass ceremonies. So like a baptism, a wedding, a standard mass session.
Are we talking holiday masses too? Palm Sunday is number one. You got arts and crafts. They give you those leaves. You just stitch them into little crosses and stuff.
True. I guess start with, are they all the same length?
Yeah.
I think weddings are longer because it's a full mass and then all the weddings.
Yeah.
True.
I hate to say it, but I think Catholic masses are not great.
Dude, have you ever?
I get why people are going if there's something you were mad about them amending the words, they need to amend the mass.
Yeah, it's the only thing that hasn't adapted.
Yeah,
in society.
They need to amend.
Well, it was working for 2,000 years, guys. Man, the problem was us.
So was everything. Get Chive TV up there.
They just started putting it in
straight religious feed.
Yeah,
they just started putting it in English 60 years ago. It was in Latin before that. That's a monumental step forward.
Yeah, but they don't make a big deal out of the big moment.
What's the big moment?
I think the kiss the bride really moment. Yeah,
and now. You're talking wedding specific.
Yes, wedding specific.
Oh, I feel like it's a big deal.
I don't think they do.
What do you mean? What do you want them to do? When it's leading up.
I think it hits a little different when they've been fucking for 10 years sometimes.
No.
Kiss the bride.
Waiting for them to burn up there.
Yeah.
There's something that they don't do that makes it
true matrimony.
Yeah.
Well, they do the vows, and that leads up to and now kiss the bride, and for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Ferrari.
I would love to go to a wedding where when they ask if anyone objects, someone objects.
Oh, that'd be electric.
I don't think it's ever happened anywhere besides a movie. But
I never, and even in the movies, I feel like you never see it in the church though. It's always an outside venue where someone objects. You got to be in the right setting.
You got to have balls of steel to do it in church
because they're probably not Catholic. Who has ever objected? No, one time, I might have said this before, but my dad wanted to knock out Easter Mass the night before instead of waking up and going early Sunday, but he did not know about this thing called the Easter Vigil, which is about 2.5 hours where you watch a bunch of adults get baptized. He's like, when is the host coming? I'm like, Dad, we just watched Mr. Johnson get baptized up there. I think we got a while.
Are they born again? What do you mean they get baptized?
I think
can you get baptized? Can I just get baptized in the Catholic Church? I've already been baptized.
Well, I think he was converting.
Oh, well, that's different. So you only get one baptism. Because I feel like
true baptism. Do you count a born again as another baptism if you're already Catholic?
I think that the other religions that Eddie's thinking about converting to apparently are they let you.
Said that.
Yeah, you're like, well, Catholics aren't it anymore. I'm looking at these other.
No,
Christian
I said
sects.
our wedding ceremony. I get why people do non-traditional Catholic weddings. That's my point.
Eddie's getting married to the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Vegas.
That's not true. 10 wives.
Yeah.
Is your church still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
On that subject, my nephews and my sister, they're going to our rival parish. Now he's going to be going to school there. And my parents coincidentally kind of moved closer that way. And, our old church is maybe a mile away and the other one's 0.8. And they're like, oh, I guess we're going to Juliana's. That's the name of the church now. I'm like, why? Just because our nephew's going there? We've been. You raised us all in this school.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You can't do that.
Sound like traitors, dude.
That is a traitor.
Yeah.
I showed up to the baptism at the wrong church. It was the day after I got home from Vegas. So I'm in like my church where I grew up. I'm like, where are you guys? Like, oh no,
You
this is
went
at
to the wrong
Juliana's.
one?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was the
God.
Godfather too. I was like,
No
jeez, I'm
shit.
speeding, getting red light tickets.
No shit. That's a bad situation. It is crazy. I mean, we're like getting super deep into the Catholic Church right now, but it is crazy how much make or break your priest is.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's like might as well be a number one draft pick for like a quarterback, number one overall for
You
a
have to.
franchise.
And I have one priest that I remember, Father Linster. He was like basically a stand-up comedian. Like
Yeah.
you did not mind going because he would have the whole, was it a congregation? The whole, everybody in church was like rolling, laughing at least once or twice. And then when he left, I'm like, I'm done with church.
I think even more important is how quick they are.
Yeah.
Say it. Are we making kickoff?
You get a chatty guy?
Yeah.
You get someone digressing into old high school stories while they're telling the homily.
Yeah, attendance is just going to go down.
Yeah.
It's just a fact.
Father Socks Dave.
Yeah. Like we had like our...
Sorry, last one, Dave.
Now let me tell you about the time I did this.
So when I was sinning, no, go on, Eddie. What you're saying?
Well, yeah, like a really good priest, and then he got like the big job at Holy Name Cathedral, which is like the main Catholic church in Chicago, so to speak. And then we were like a booming parish, and then we got a new guy who just like fucking sit up there and talk for an hour and a half, and it
Maybe that's something they should change.
brought the vibes down.
Like you don't have to be a what do you call a celibate? You can have a wife. You can still be a priest. Just do that, and you probably have more regular guys up there.
You think like the holiday homily is like a Netflix special for priests? Like they're preparing all week leading up.
Oh, definitely.
Like
They
I
get
come
the
say to
fancy
my best
robes
jokes.
out. Yeah, they get the purple
Yeah, do they
out.
get more nervous on that day?
And you think they're doing new material?
It's a good question, dude.
Because 90% of the audience ain't
Sounds
there
like
for
I-
Thursday
I
mass.
think if you're like, it's almost like you're the president. Like if the Christmas mass or Easter mass is the president, and it's like you have that succession plan. So it's like, I'm Palm Sunday. I'm up next. Something happens to the big guy. I'm moving right into that slot.
Yeah.
You got Father Eric mad that he has to open for Father Peter. He's like, why ain't I getting the 7 p.m. slot?
Yeah, that would. Yeah,
It looks like we have to have a priest on.
the JV is the Saturday mass.
Yeah, if you
I got bumped again.
prime time was at 10:30
Yeah,
Yeah. For what, Easter?
in general, at least where I went.
they
like,
should have to vote like after every Easter. Be like, all right, we had 3 priests this year. Like, who's the top dog for the next biblical year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want my time.
Yeah.
I put so many years in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Term limits.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You get like that's a bad quarterback. You'll ruin the franchise if you get a bad priest.
Sounds like Holy Name's on their way down.
No, he was a good.
Oh, he went
and
there.
He went there
he
because
killed
was so
your church.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, he went there because he was so good.
But come on, what's so good? What are they judging based off of?
I don't know.
Life lessons?
It was just
Like-
like a.
Because it can't just be the homily. The homily, everything else is the same besides the homily.
That has to be it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How funny are you, Father?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
there's politics and
Oh, I'm sure that's
And priesthood.
crazy. Yeah.
you know,
Have they ever made a documentary about like picking the Pope?
not to my knowledge.
Succession.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're still talking mass. As someone who went to Catholic school for 15 plus years, 8th grade, best 3 years of my life, I was checking out church times, unrelated, recently, just out of curiosity. Dog shit. We're talking like Wednesday at 4 p.m. and that's it for like most places.
What do you
or like
mean?
Thursday at 7 a.m. Like during the week if you want to go.
Oh,
Who's going during the? How often you
why
going?
are you looking?
I just out of curiosity, I had a church by my house. It was one of those churches where you wonder like who goes in there and when. But even like then it got me.
My Nana used to go every day.
Yeah, there's people who go every day.
Yeah.
And then I fell into a wormhole of like what my parish, what kind of times they would offer. And it's like, if you want people to actually go to church, don't be having it Wednesday 6 a.m. and then Wednesday 4 p.m. Like no one's making those times.
When was the last time you went to confession?
High school when we had to.
Yeah.
I've been
Long
mean to
time
my
ago.
sisters.
Yeah, exactly. That was
All right. Say 3 Hail Marys.
Yeah.
that was it. See you in the next round.
Yep. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
I'd
it.
be nervous
To,
to do confession now.
Really?
I'd have a lot to confess for.
about what?
I'd have to block off like a whole hour probably. I mean, everything's out there. People know we talk about it on the show,
Yeah.
but to do it like through a screen to a priest is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, we said before, things you do every day are sins. Oh my God, remember that?
Yeah.
Saying that in vain. Usher would be up there for years with that song. Oh my God.
He would.
Masturbating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
he
do that.
would. Oh my God.
Thou shalt not sing anymore, Usher.
Yeah. So age gaps. Yeah, there's a lot. You know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thou shalt not ear nibble before marriage.
That's the show.
That is the show, actually. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Back tomorrow. See you then.